So let's talk about Ash Ketchum, the worst Pokemon trainer of all time. If you're a nerd like me, at some point in time you've wondered about the level of all of Ash's Pokemon, how good they would be in a competitive sense in terms of EVs and actual level. So I'm going to go through every single battle in the anime, every single episode, fill in some gaps where I have to, track the experience gain and the EV gain of every single Pokemon he has. So here are the rules to this. Starters will start at level 5 to be as close to the games as possible. They will only gain experience and EVs from battles they participated in during the show or battles that were mentioned via cuts, flashbacks, or whatever I find acceptable. I'm not going to be just leveling up a Pokemon because they already know a move that they shouldn't technically know yet. That happened off-screen if it did happen at all, and that doesn't count for this. New catches will be assigned a starting level based on moves they know at the time of their catch. I will be using the Gen 5 leveling system because it grows the Pokemon a little bit faster, and I already started doing this before I changed it over, and I don't want to do it all over again. I will be using the movesets from Pokemon FireRed and LeafGreen to determine the Pokemon's level. So now that the rules are established, shall we begin? Ash receives his Pikachu. From what we can see of him, we will give him the naughty nature. Not great, but not horrible. After Ash assaults a Pidgey with his shirt and belts his rock at a Spearow, one of the most infamous scenes in Pokemon happens where Pikachu takes out 43 Spearow. The earliest Spearow available in the game is either levels 3 or 5, so to average out the flock we will say level 4. Pikachu will have gained 40 experience from each, or 1,920 experience overall for our little electric mouse Pokemon, as well as 48 speed EVs. This boosts Pikachu up to level 12 really quick. Episode 2 is when we see Team Rocket for the first time. The way I'm going to handle them is have them 2 levels lower than Ash's weakest Pokemon at the time, so for this episode, Ekans, Meowth, and Koffing are all level 10, but won't be lowered when he catches things like Caterpie, because levels can't go down, obviously. Yes, I'm counting Meowth for this battle because he actually joined. Battles where he just sits off to the side, he will not be counted. After Pikachu gets his boost, he takes out all 3, gains 632 experience, 1 defense, 1 attack, 1 speed EV, bringing him to level 13. Episode 3 is when Ash, for about 30 minutes, decides to actually catch them all, adding Pidgeotto and Caterpie to his team. Caterpie will be assigned level 5 and a timid nature, level 5 because it makes sense for it evolving so quickly. Pidgeotto will be assigned level 18 because it is the lowest level that Pidgey evolves into Pidgeotto. In this episode, Pikachu gets stuff in his eyes during a battle and takes a back seat for a 2v1 against Pidgeotto. Ash takes it out by sending his Caterpie in against the level 10 Ekans and Koffings and Meowth by itself. The world's strongest tackle, Caterpie takes all 3 of them out, gaining 1,261 experience, 1 defense, 1 attack, and 1 speed EV. That took it all the way up to level 11 and caused an evolution to Metapod. Episode 4, Ash takes out a Weedle with his Pidgeotto and gains 19 juicy points of experience and an attack EV. Ash almost gets his face chopped off by a bug catcher in armor and begins the worst battle in the history of Pokemon. Nothing actually happens in this battle. Metapod doesn't technically knock out the pincer, so I can't award it experience for that, and nothing happens with the Metapods because they were too busy having a hard-off. However, Pikachu takes out a Beedrill, gaining 255 experience, leveling him up again. Ash, again being the worst trainer in the world, throws his Metapod into a field and then sacrifices him to a Beedrill, which somehow took out the Beedrill. It gained 1,077 experience, with the Beedrill being level 20 knowing Twin Needle. This jumps him to level 13, causing him to evolve to a Butterfree. Episode 5, we have our first gym battle. The way that these will work is that unless the Pokemon the gym leader is using uses a move that it shouldn't know at its designated levels from FireRed and LeafGreen, its level will be raised. So, Brock will have a level 12 Geodude and a level 14 Onix against a level 14 Pikachu, 13 Butterfree, and 18 Pidgeotto. Ash should get destroyed, but anime. Battle 1 goes as expected. Then they load Pikachu up on steroids and send him back out to fight a 450-pound rock snake. He gains 230 experience from the Geodude, and I'm going to count the Onix as a win because the battle wasn't stopped, Ash would have won, gaining 454 experience from that battle as well as the Boulder Badge. So after 5 episodes, this is what the team is looking like. Pikachu, level 15, EVs, HP 0, Attack 3, Special Attack 0, Defense 3, Special Defense 1, Speed 49. Butterfree, level 13, EVs, HP 0, Attack 3, Special Attack 0, Defense 1, Special Defense 1, Speed 1. Pidgeotto, level 18, all he has is 1 Attack EV. Not too bad of a start for the first 5 episodes, you would say. Hopefully he can keep it up. I'll see you guys in the next part. Have a good one.